and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, a Manchester woman is arrested for child and animal abuse. We have footage of the senior Miss Tullahoma crowning, and an Irish comedian is coming to South Jackson Civic Center on St. Patrick's Day. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
I am tremendously blessed to be living at Parkview and very happy to be part of a loving and caring community.
Best thing you can say is this really a great place to live. That's all there is to it, no doubt about that.
It's your home. You just do what you would if you were at your private home. You know, we love it. It's great.
It's just like having a whole neighborhood around you, and it's fun.
It's just a great place to live.
Hi, my name's Bobby Carter, and I'm asking for your vote in the Circuit Court Judgeship of Coffee County, 2nd Division. I grew up in Tullahoma. I attended the Citadel and the University of Tennessee Law School. After that, I served my country as an officer in the United States Navy JAG Corps. Since then, I've been a trial lawyer in Coffee County for the last 25 years. I feel that I have the legal and life experiences to protect the citizens of this county over the next 8-year term. I would appreciate your vote in the May 3rd Republican primary. Thank y'all.
The individuals with dementia, those with Parkinson's, those that have maybe mobility issues, need caregivers. Well, those caregivers are 24 hours a day at home, and they never get a rest. And if they have to go to work, they're kind of out of luck. So that's why Trinity came into existence 25 years ago, to allow the caregivers to have a safe center where they could put their loved ones, know they would be well cared for, stimulated, fed good nutritious meals, have activities to their level, and then the caregiver can stop by and pick them up and go on home and have some continuity into their life.
Welcome back. The Grundy County Sheriff's Department has arrested Sarah Ann Montgomery, age 43, from Manchester after she abandoned a 21-year-old man with physical and mental vulnerabilities. Deputies were called to the Palmer Library, where the young man had been dropped. When deputies visited the home where Montgomery had been renting, they found deplorable living conditions along with neglected and abused animals. Further investigation found Montgomery also had 3 other children that had been living in these conditions. She has been charged with 3 counts of child abuse, neglect, abuse of a vulnerable adult, and 16 counts of animal cruelty. The children have been put into protective custody. The animals have been taken for treatment and rehoming. Montgomery is awaiting a bond hearing. We'll be right back after these messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. At the recent Black History Month event at Tullahoma High School, J.T. Northcutt answered some questions about what it was like to be a part of Tullahoma during integration and now.
How were African Americans treated back then changed at all today, or do you feel people are still treated the same? If so, what needs to change? Well, it's a 3-part question. I will I would say that yes, things have changed dramatically from the time that we were all, at least in elementary school. I can remember the first time that we came to Tullahoma, that I can remember my father, who was a minister at the time, we stopped at the Dairy Queen and tried to get fed, and he walked to the window to order food, and everybody else could sit inside, but we were not allowed to go inside to get food. I can remember when people that were black had to ride in the back of the buses or the back of the cabs. I can remember when we walked to the theaters, you had to sit in the balcony. And I remember when integration came, we couldn't get in the balcony because all the white people wanted to get in the balcony. I can remember, I think Mr. J.C. said this, I remember that's two things about segregation that were very demeaning and the way that we were treated. I do remember where every black adult, regardless how old, had to say yes sir and no sir, or yes sir, yes ma'am and no ma'am, to white people regardless of age. So things have changed. I will say this, and it's hard to understand probably if you're not black, but as things have changed, there are things that haven't changed. We're still at a time to where, unfortunately, the judicial system is still, if you're a young black male particularly, you're more apt to get stopped by police, and that's statistics. The number of blacks incarcerated versus any other race is astronomically different. The number of the sentences for those that are incarcerated that are black are longer than those of whites. So we have things that need to change. But honestly, we have come a long way. I think one thing that's very important, there's a lot of things that have been said today that are very important, but one of the things that Pastor Tarbert said, which is one of my favorite sayings, is that it's very important to know our history. And because if you don't know it, the likelihood is that you'll repeat it. And we've come to a point in time, and the times that we're talking about were these very unbelievable differences now, how people were treated. Actually, it's not been that long ago. This happened in my lifetime before I was 13 when we were segregated. So it's only been 50 something years ago. And and it's an individual thing. Each one of us has to take the responsibility to assure that we treat people fairly. To do what we need to do to assure this thing that is called freedom is protected. And you best believe that if you have one class of individuals not free, then your freedom is threatened. Your freedom is threatened because there's no boundaries. So I would just say that yes, we've come a long way and things are so different. And it's happened because of not just black people. It couldn't happen without white people. That's very important to remember that the civil rights movement that has us all here today had to happen from white people, just from the sheer numbers of the population of America. It's very important to assure that the gains that have made do not become stagnant, that we just stop where we're at. Because we're being threatened today by certain aspects of the population to try to turn things back around. So yes, I remember a lot of things. I can remember walking uptown on Atlanta Street, going to a movie, me and my brother and a couple of friends. I can remember white people jumping out of a truck with chains wanting to fight us. You know, I can remember at the same time, and it's not in Tullahoma, but I had a great uncle that was hung. So yeah, things have changed. Things have changed a lot. And again, I want to express just how great Tullahoma was during my time, growing up when I was you all's age. At that time, there was a lot of unrest, and a lot of these small towns around here had some serious problems, if you all remember. I can honestly say that during that time, Tullahoma did not have any of those type of problems. And that says a lot about the people of this town. Going to school, sure, we had a few that said things when we integrated, but honestly, it was nothing. The school system of Tullahoma, the people of Tullahoma, integration was pretty much a breeze for us. And so Tullahoma is a great town, and it's people like you every day that keep it that way. Thank you.
More news is coming up in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
There's a lot of talk about the risks associated with the COVID-19 vaccine, but the reality is, it's safer than going for a run. Give it a shot. Find a free appointment today at covid19.tn.gov.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me at Life Care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. At this past weekend's Miss Tullahoma pageant, Miss Ansley Bond was crowned Senior Miss Tullahoma. In this clip, we watched the crowning of the class representatives, the crowning of the Queen and her court, along with Ansley sitting down with Candy Couch to talk about the pageant and her plans.
And now I will announce the 4 class representatives. As our freshman representative, we have contestant number 1, Brooklyn Danae Hampton. Our sophomore representative is contestant number 19, Elise Kelly McCullough. Our junior representative is contestant number 5, Katie Bree Byram. And finally, our senior representative is contestant number 21, Abby Claire Smith. Let's give these ladies a big round of applause. Thank you, ladies. You may now step back into the line. And now, your 2022 Miss Tullahoma and her court. As our 4th runner-up, we have contestant number 7, Madeline Claire Bobo. She is escorted by Xavier Fowler. As our 3rd runner-up, we have contestant number 13, Faith Danielle Banks. She is escorted by Thompson Fan. As our second runner-up, we have contestant number 10, Loretta Abigail Langham. She is escorted by Hagen Pearson. As our first runner-up, we have contestant number 4, Amy Pham. She is escorted by Canon Emery. And our 2022 Miss Tullahoma is contestant number 15, Ansley Kerr Vaughn.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
You are absolutely beautiful and
Thank
radiant
you.
and all that, and that red with your dark hair. You just,
Truly, thank you. Thank you so much.
You know I love you, girl. Anyway, well, I want you to tell the folks now. I've told them who you are, but tell them about you, and you're a senior in high school.
Yes.
Way to go out with a bang, sister.
Yeah.
So what are your plans after you graduate?
Well, after I graduate, I will be going to the University of Tennessee Southern in Pulaski, and I will be on the cheer team there. I got a cheer scholarship.
Well, there you go.
Super excited
The show
about
must
that.
go on.
Yes, show must go on. I will hopefully major in sports management, and after I graduate, I want to open my own cheer gym. So I work for Stacy Cravens and
Tennessee Gymnastics.
Yes, Tennessee
yeah.
Cheerleading and Gymnastics, and I just love teaching girls to cheer and tumble. It's just my passion.
Oh, I've
And
seen you in action. You know what you're doing. That's
yes,
for sure.
I really think that's what I need to be doing, is coaching girls how to cheer.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, other than cheering, what else do you like to do, Ainsley?
Well, I'm very involved with my family. I love my family so much. My brother and my mom and dad are here tonight. My grandparents couldn't make it because they're in Florida, but there's always FaceTime.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
always FaceTime.
Well, they look like they're mighty proud of you over there.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
And I also just love the outdoors. I love hiking. We're going to Colorado over spring break, and we're gonna go. Then we're gonna travel down, and we're just gonna go travel all around the West. I'm super excited about that.
Just being with your family. That's
Yes.
wonderful. Well, I know there's somebody else mighty special over here you'd like
Yes,
to.
I do. Miss Cole has helped me through everything. I met her my 6th grade year. She's my 6th grade English teacher, and she has just always been there for me. Even if I didn't want to do a pageant, I didn't do Miss Tullahoma my 9th grade year, but she just has helped me through everything with cheer, life, pageants for the most part. But she's hair. Oh goodness, this hair. She
Yeah, I
is
hugged
really
you all
helped.
ago. I thought, well, I'm afraid I'm going to break you.
Yes, but she's like my second mom.
That's
so,
wonderful.
Yes,
That's wonderful.
really love her.
Absolutely. Well, and then you'll have to come home, though, after you go off to school. You'll have to
Yes,
come home
I will.
and ride in the Christmas parade.
Oh yes, I will.
That's right.
That's gonna be really fun.
That's
I
right.
think so.
That's right. Well, we're mighty proud of you.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to sign off, but I think you can give everybody that Miss Tullahoma wave.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after these commercial messages.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. Irish comedian George Casey will be headlining the St. Patrick's Day event at South Jackson Civic Center next Thursday. Peggy Burton spoke with George.
This is George Casey, and I'll introduce you to the audience here. Coming to South Jackson Civic Center on the 17th of this month of March, St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fabulous events planned for you, and the doors will open at the Civic Center at 6:45. No, that's wrong. 5:45, and then you'll go on the stage just a little bit after 7. So we're selling food and everything. Anyway, George, tell me a little bit about yourself. I know you're from Ireland. I know you were born there on some little seacoast town that told a lot of stories. Is that where you got a lot of your work?
Exactly. I grew up in a guilty Irish Catholic family.
Yeah.
Of 11 children.
11. Oh my God.
11.
You've been in the group.
Yeah, and that's not the kicker. We were the smallest family in our village.
You're kidding. How many were there in all? Was it a big village?
Oh, there was one family had 21.
Oh my goodness.
One family, yeah.
I wonder what they did in their spare time.
There was no TV or radio in those days.
Right. So when did you get to the United States?
I came in 1970 as an exchange student.
And I've read a bit about you, and I know you have opened. When did you actually start doing comedy?
I was doing just folk music, Irish folk music for a lot of years. And then I found that I would always tell stories, but I felt I could write, and I was better at that than I was at the singing, and there was more money in comedy. And I kind of backed into it, and I just fell in love with it. And I've been doing it now for over 40 years.
That's fabulous. I know you've opened for some great acts, and name a few of those.
A lot of icons like Rosemary Clooney, Bobby Vinton, Glenn Campbell, Charlie Pride, Melissa Manchester, the Osmonds, and just to name a few. And Bobby Vinton is the one that brought me. He saw me in Chicago, and he offered me a full-time job in his theater in Branson, Missouri, called the Blue Velvet Theater. So I moved to Branson with him, and I was there about 11 to 12 years.
And I know you did a lot of cruises.
Yeah. Then I moved to Florida because the cruise people were coming after me. So it made more sense to be in Florida, closer to the ships. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Well, if you got a few jokes you want to tell us?
Well, people always ask. I think to me, in my humble opinion, the simplicity, I think, and innocence of Irish humor that makes it. We're very self-deprecating people. We love life. We're jolly. We're happy. We love our drinking, as we say. We love our holy water,
right.
and we enjoy life. And I think the great mystery to Irish comedy is you never know if we're making fun of ourselves or making fun of you. We're just clever little people. We just love having a good time. You know, we laugh. We're very, very, again, self-deprecating. The famous guy George Bernard Shaw, a great Irish writer, said one time, Ireland is the only open-air asylum in Western Europe run by inmates. So he meant that in a lovable way. He meant it. We're funny people. Get over it. We like enjoying life. Yeah.
We're selling green beer, and we have food. I mentioned to you Irish stew and several things like that. So we hope people will come early and listen to. We have a group of Celtic instrumentalists that will be performing, and then on stage, just before you go on stage, we have Traketra, an Irish group of Celtic dancers, and they do a little comedy themselves. So
good, that's fine.
Show for you, and
super, absolutely. I mean, that's what an Irish party is all about. We all get involved.
Right.
Have a good time. Yeah, absolutely. No problem at all. Yeah. No problem.
Let's let everybody know what your website is so they can.
It's just georgecasey.com.
That's so.
georgecasey.com, and they can see videos and get a taste of the comedy I do. If they want to check out before they buy the tickets, there's stuff on there and what I've done and that. So that's, it's cool.
Oh, they just need to buy a ticket and come on in and have a good time.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Usually my wife, Laurie, she's an American girl from Illinois. She goes with me because she's my bumper or the wind beneath my wings for 34 years. No, she's not coming this time. So she always does. She usually comes. So, and then she's great because I do a lot of comedy about her, but it's all in, as I say, in good taste.
That's probably why she stayed with you. You kept her laughing.
Kept her laughing. I tell people all the time. I always tell the audience, I think she's cheating on me because we've had the same mailman for the last 34 years and we've lived in 4 different cities.
That's great. It's the 17th, for heaven's sake, St. Patrick's Day. All right.
Bye, Peggy. God bless
Bye-bye.
you all.
You too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
Hi, my name's Bobby Carter, and I'm asking for your vote in the Circuit Court Judgeship of Coffee County, 2nd Division. I grew up in Tullahoma. I attended the Citadel and the University of Tennessee Law School. After that, I served my country as an officer in the United States Navy JAG Corps. Since then, I've been a trial lawyer in Coffee County for the last 25 years. I feel that I have the legal and life experiences to protect the citizens of this county over the next 8-year term. I would appreciate your vote in the May 3rd Republican primary. Thank y'all.
I got a tour and I saw all the things and I was so excited about them. And she took me to the movie theater and it had red chairs. This is a done deal and I like it.
We have so many activities here that you just can't keep up with them all. We have exercise, we have coloring, we have crafts.
It's charming, it's attractive, it's very comfortable. It was one of the best decisions of my life.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1974 at 79 degrees. Record low was in 1932 at 13 degrees. Average high on this day is 59, and the average low is 37. Mostly clear weather expected tonight with a low of 38. On Friday, mostly sunny weather expected during the day, but however, rain and snow overnight on Friday night. High on Friday is 65, and a low of with a low would be 22, and mostly cloudy all day on Saturday with a high of 30 and a low of 15. And that's our news leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.